Hello, kitty girls. Welcome to another episode of RuPaul's Drag Race After Show right here on the stream.tv. We are live, so grab some girls and join in on our conversation for this kittylicious episode. I'm your host, Tony Moore, and I am joined by Jay.
Hi.
Our biological woman, Anastasia.
Hi.
And our fake woman for the day, filling in for Christian, we have Miss Cake Moss.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi, Christian is with us.
Yes, Christian's still some. We always pretend this is
Christian is with us in bitch
spirit.
face spirit.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Barbie form.
Yeah.
All right, so let's get right into this little episode here. Last week we had the elimination of who?
Was it? No, it wasn't Miss Fame.
see-
It was the other one. This is the problem.
You know what the problem
on
is?
the drive over today,
Yeah.
I realized ever since Untucked, you don't watch both shows.
Yeah.
That's why I'm less invested on the characters, because I
Yeah.
watched Untucked this morning, and I really like the girls the more I watch Untucked.
Yeah.
But this year, since Untucked is not on the air, I have a hard time remembering the girls' names.
See, and that's the problem, is that we're not gravitating towards the girls this season.
The way we normally do.
And now we're just like, who, when, what happened, who
But
left?
why though?
I don't
That-
know. Oh, it was Trixie that left.
Trixie.
Oh, again.
Yeah.
Again.
Again.
At least
For
she
the
got
second
one
time.
more week in her, you know.
Yeah.
was
She got
what
a
was
bonus
her name?
week.
Carmen and the other one, Little Cha Cha, Kenya Michaels.
Kenya Michaels.
Yeah.
And who else came back and went home the same season?
They all did.
They all just.
all of
They
those
all
girls.
they are all excited to be brought
It's-
back, and then they go right back home.
But
It's
they
really-
usually get one and then they go back
Yeah,
home.
she's
the
next
She got
minute.
two. She got
She got in.
two.
So
By the way, when they were giving the description on who they were going to get to work with or whatever, and they were saying billionaire, what did you guys think of? Because I thought Jessica Simpson, I
Well-
thought Barbie.
I
Yeah.
thought RuPaul was gonna say her own name. I thought she would be like, me.
no, I actually couldn't think of it because they were like, she's worth $8 billion, and
Yeah.
Ginger was like, is that even a price?
Right.
And then they were like, she's friends with Miley Cyrus, and I was like, who has that much money and
Right.
is friends with Miley Cyrus?
Right.
That's why I thought RuPaul.
Yeah.
I was like, she do.
Those little statues are going quick.
Aren't
making
they?
her some coin.
That's what it is. Those
Yeah.
$200 statues that everyone holds at the end of the episode is
I
making
mean, I
her
haven't
some
bought
coins.
one yet, but
Right.
Oh, are you saving up for one?
maybe.
Try it. But first, the mini challenge was the puppets. I love when they get a chance to imitate each other using
Yeah.
those puppets, but I felt like this year fell kind of flat. For
Were you
me.
think they're being too nice?
I don't think they were being too nice.
Don't think they have the reading capability.
Yeah.
as the
Well,
last
yeah, it's not a
seasons.
reading season.
Yeah.
In the
Yeah.
way that I
That's
think
true.
it should be, even
Right.
playfully.
Especially the library, except for Pearl in the library episode, where she even came for Ru. I was
Yeah.
like,
Yeah. Good
Yeah,
for her.
yeah.
I know. I want to see the rest of that. I know there's more.
There's gotta be.
more.
There's
I think,
There
it's
has
on
to
the,
be
I
more.
think it's on the app.
On Logo TV.
Yeah,
it?
like the extra stuff.
The rest
Yeah,
of the
like a
rest
little
of the
bonus scene.
RuPaul.
The
Yeah.
library.
I want to see.
But I love how Pearl was like, you guys need to have a new joke because I woke up a long time ago. But she still sounds like she's
sounded
asleep.
like that, though.
Yeah. But the funny thing is, I love how it was very odd how the puppets were in this weird glory hole. I was like, what is happening over here? This is just.
Well, that's how they
It's
always
very
do it because
fitting.
they reach in and they just pull one
okay.
out and
Yeah.
then that's their person. But it's like, it's weird because do you feel like a lot of different puppets in there and you're just like, I'm just gonna go with this one?
I
you
want to
just-
do it.
What if
Right.
you get your own
I do.
puppet?
I want to.
Right.
Would you have to read yourself?
Well, no, I think that's when they go put that one back
okay.
in, and they,
Yeah.
you have to redo it.
No, they would never do something like that.
But I did like whoever had Kennedy Davenport would just did the feathers and all the crystals. Do you remember that challenge where she said
yes.
she was a phoenix emerging from the flames? And I was like,
Yes.
Oh my god, what did Pearl say she's gonna go down as? Oh my god, a cracked out.
oh, it was good.
I think she said Cabbage Patch Kid.
Whatever it was,
Oh.
you're right.
Something like-
Pearl is, I think, one of the ones who can read people really well.
Yeah.
Partially because of the deadpan thing.
Yeah.
But partially because he's witty as well.
Yeah.
I feel like that could also describe me, like how I would go out, cracked up cabbage.
Cracked out
yeah.
Cabbage Patch
I
Kid.
feel like I have cabbage patchy.
Well, right now you are given like cracked out My Little Pony. But,
That's right.
You know,
Rainbow
that was
Dash,
good.
brownies,
It looks like
Pegasus.
at any second you're gonna throw up rainbows and unicorns.
I hope so.
So the winner of that mini challenge was Ginger. Congratulations.
But again,
to
I
Ginger.
feel like anything with performance, she's just a really good performer.
She's gonna shine.
She's
Yeah.
a girl.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I think even though she's reached her mental capacity,
Yeah.
I don't know where these accents are coming from.
They just
Oh, Tony
But I'm
gets
just
into
like-
some accents. on this
I
show.
do.
She's possessed.
Maybe it's like
a
like
thing.
the spurt just comes in, and I just like
It's the
I
TV
just-
spurt.
The TV spirit. I just go with it. I go with it.
Okay.
But even though she's reached her mental capacity, she's like really pushing herself to perform it out.
Right.
She's just better.
It's true.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
She's good. She's a solid performer. She's just the right amount of like funny meets camp,
Yeah. Speaking of performing, let's talk about the struggle of the main challenge, which is the $8 billion friend who is friends with Miley Cyrus and everybody, Miss Hello Kitty. How cute
Miss Kitty.
was when she came out. And, as a mascot, you can't talk. So
Yeah.
she's just like,
gesturing. Yeah, that was really cute.
Tweeting out inside the costume.
Yeah.
Like, oh my God,
I thought
I'm in the workroom.
I thought Shangela did an excellent job as Hello Kitty. Oh my God.
that's how Shangela was going to work her. She works
Back
her way
into the
in
show, I
every
was
season.
Waiting for
Yes.
any minute for her to be like, hallelujah. And that didn't happen. I was pissed. Yeah.
That would ruin
So-
the allure.
I know, right?
Right. So with this, it's again another sewing challenge, which, by the way, for any of you season 8 hopefuls, please go to your nearest Sears or JCPenney and take a couple of sewing classes. I mean, I don't understand.
Joanne's, Mood, all of them
All
have
of them.
classes.
Yeah.
Or just go on YouTube and just
Oh,
start
YouTube's a good
sewing.
resource. Yeah.
I'm just saying.
I love how like Ginger struggled with this. She was like, I just have this one panel. And it's like, well, what are you going to do with that? You have the rest of your body to cover.
Right.
all of this outfit out of one piece of fabric.
If she
One.
did,
Just one.
if she did, that would have been amazing. She should just get the award just for doing that.
I know. God bless her. Well, the thing is, I think with this challenge, what was fun is the surprise aspect of like, yes, you're going to have to make a look to be, something with all these items from Hello Kitty, but
Yes.
also when she came back later and was like, but you also need to create a character that Hello Kitty would want to hang out with.
Yes.
And that was,
Yeah.
as opposed to the Hello Kitty, like Eleganza, I liked the best friend one.
I did too. Like I felt like that should have just been the
'Cause
main
that was
challenge.
really
That should have
creative.
been the main
Yeah,
stage.
yeah.
Because it was like,
Yeah.
Well, and
and all
then-
the accent, well, not the accents, but the little voiceover. They
yeah,
had
the
to
little
use
like,
was
my
hilarious.
name is Bubba Blah Kitty.
Yeah.
I liked Pearl's Kitty. Like,
Me too,
I-
Pearl's Kitty.
Pearl's Kitty was
Her
cute. She
little
was real
ponytail.
hoish though.
She was
What
a
character
was
would
a
you
host.
guys have come up with?
Oh man, I didn't even. I mean, they all kind of painted the face really like well. I wouldn't have thought to probably do that as well as
Yeah.
the Russian one was hilarious to me
Yeah.
because that was so irreverent and
Yeah.
raw.
her yellow teeth.
Yeah, with her yellow teeth, smoking.
Yeah.
So
I
funny.
actually liked Violet's BFF,
Yeah,
the
it was
one
like
that she came up
even
with.
more Asian than like the Asian.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kitty.
But I felt
Overly
like she
Asian.
would be
Yeah.
like she would be to Hello Kitty like the Regina George, like she would be like the mean girl to her,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
she's like trying to be the BFF, but
So
it's like frenemies.
Is Kennedy's character always a hooker?
A hooker
because
who's real ghetto.
Yeah, because both looks were kind of hookerish, and
Yeah.
then also her Phoenix was supposed to be a hooker who, would, after
Yeah.
all night hooking, had
Listen,
been burnt alive.
when you have a niche,
Like you do.
Right.
you just go with it.
That's right. You got your
Yeah.
brand.
But sometimes when
has a
you're
gimmick.
trying to be America's Next drag superstar, you have to step outside of the hooker box
You gotta drop,
and see
you
what
gotta
else is
drop
there.
the hoe and the ratchet.
Yes.
You gotta
It's
drop
working
those
for
things.
herself.
Yeah.
I know. I mean, I just feel like it's like I was like every week it's the same. I was
You're
like,
tired
oh,
of
there it
seeing
is again.
hookers on TV?
I mean,
I'm
she's
so
great.
sorry.
I would be. I mean, to me, sometimes she looks pageanty,
Yeah.
and I would be just like, what does that look like? Maybe. I don't
Yeah.
know.
And then with the challenge of the Hello Kitty extravaganza, the whole concept of just putting all this Hello Kitty stuff on you, I usually like non-conventional like challenges, but what are you gonna do with Hello Kitty stuff?
It's
Right.
very Lady
I
Gaga.
Like you
would've
have to be real creative.
I would have made a Hello Kitty bra and Hello Kitty panties just with the face and a Hello Kitty purse and called it a day.
Oh,
That would've been
cute.
cute.
You
Like-
trying
like
to you
one
trying to feel
kitty
your Carmen
here.
Carrera moment.
Like one kitty
Uh-huh.
here, one kitty here.
Yeah, you might
Yeah,
as well
a
just.
kitty there, and a
Kitty,
kitty.
kitty, kitty,
Exactly.
kitty.
All
You-
the little kitty cats.
Kitty
What
cats.
you could have did was just look for stickers and just went, and I'm done. That's it. Just walked out just like
But
that.
to me, like I also feel like Hello Kitty is so camp and so bubblegum that it's
Yes.
really hard to make something look elegant using Hello Kitty. So I mean, even as much as Pearl was like, you know, I don't want to just take a bunch of like knickknacks of Hello Kitty and put them all over.
Was that a read?
That was a read. That was a read.
Even Michelle Visage was like, yes.
That's a read.
Yeah, before Pearl could even say anything, Michelle was like, yes.
Yes.
Read.
With her
Yeah.
vanilla-looking hair.
But I
Yes.
felt like, right. Was it?
Vanilla Luzon.
I'm a
Shout out
blonde
to Vanilla
bang.
Luzon.
Right.
Just one
First
blonde
of all,
bang.
when I tell you Michelle Visage gives Rue a run for her money when it comes to drag, because
Yeah.
I'm like, Michelle, you are giving Dragalicious like every episode. I don't know who's in charge of you.
Well, I
but-
like that she's a little bit more of the Simon Cowell of the like she doesn't care about
Yeah.
whether you like her or not.
Yeah, it's the only faux queen.
Yeah.
And how many of you missed Santino and was glad that he came back?
I was
this
actually,
season?
I
I liked
Well,
Santino.
I like him, but I also felt like, oh, we're not gonna talk about what happened. Like,
Right?
I was like, where,
Right.
where did he go? And now he's back. Like,
looking just like RuPaul. Standing right next to him. Like,
I mean, are we not gonna do like a challenge of what happened to Santino Rice?
yeah, maybe next season, I guess. But
Maybe.
I think that'll be good.
Research.
But I didn't think the only person that I didn't like in the Eleganza challenge was Kennedy. I felt like that whole like bikini bathing suit hooker-esque
Again,
look
same
did
thing we've
not
done a million
work for
times,
me.
yeah.
Those are hooker haters.
listen,
Listen, Linda.
I'm into Linda, look at Linda. I something I don't like. I just feel like it's the same thing over and over and over again. And, and in my head,
Resting on body.
I think she's got other stuff to show.
at least give us a different kind of hooker.
Right.
Yeah, there
Like
are a
there's,
variety.
yeah,
a
there, exactly.
rainbow
There's a
of
variety of hookers. Like you can give me high class hooker. You can give me
Corner hoe.
gutter.
exactly. You can give me pretty woman hooker.
Yeah.
Like,
Listen, this
all
is not the season of hookers. Like you need to show me what
the
else
tip
you
of
can do.
That's true. It's the season of YouTube girls.
Oh my God, that's right.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what it is. I'm like,
Where they're
I'm
not
really-
used to TV, they're used to YouTube TV.
Yeah, like, can we take that back again real quick?
Wait, can I edit that?
Yeah, because I mean, so much of the show, sometimes I'm like, okay. But I actually think that the Untucked, when I watch them together, I'm more invested in the actual show.
Yeah, 'cause they're
well,
not in those
because it
group
shows a
challenges.
great behind the scenes look at everything
You
and
can
stuff
see
that
how
you
they
don't
really
get to see.
are.
Yeah,
Well, maybe
yeah.
if they do like a webcam challenge, they'll all excel.
I know, could you imagine?
Yeah.
Like a viral video
Oh
challenge.
my gosh.
On your
Yes.
video phone.
Make a viral. Whose video will go viral the fastest?
Yeah, exactly.
So which look did you guys like the best? Out of the Eleganza. For me, it was Violet. I thought Violet had such a nice silhouette to it. She looked amazing.
She was cinched for days.
She's always cinched for
Always.
days.
She's
I
been
can't do
waist
that.
training for
I'm big.
years.
I can't cinch
That
like that.
freaks me out.
She's
that
been waist
corset.
training for a long time.
Yeah, she's
It's
been doing
so
something.
crazy.
You know what she did? She went to that same doctor that removed Janet's rib
See,
and had him remove two.
She
I
got-
feel like you
she-
need those. Like I feel like that's important to
Yeah.
have. No?
I don't know.
Not?
Speaking
Okay.
of ribs, I'm hungry.
Ooh.
You and me both.
Yeah.
Anyone else? Who
I
else did
agree.
you like? Violet?
Not a really big fan of Violet because she just rubs me the wrong way for some
Yeah.
reason. But her Hello Kitty was really. I like the.
Well,
Yeah.
and also the colors were really cool.
Yeah, I know.
and
with
very
the-
poppy and bubblegummy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
Pearl
wouldn't
did
have
a
thought
great
to do
job
that.
too.
It was
Pearl's
very
good,
Hello
yeah.
Kitty.
Yeah.
It was uber Hello
Ginger
Kitty.
Minch was funny. She was like, "Look, she's like, I'm fat, so I just threw a whole bunch of." That was. She says that in
She was
Untucked.
giving
Yeah.
marshmallow
Yeah.
fierceness.
Right? I made a scarf out of kittens.
Yeah. So there you
I
go.
didn't mind Katya's at all.
No.
I wish she would have just went with what Rebecca Romaine said.
Yeah.
And was just like, "That's it, girl," and said nothing else.
Right.
Yeah.
But instead, she had to give, and everyone was like, "No, not buying that one. No." So let's get to the lip sync and the elimination. Actually, before we get to the lip sync, Violet was the winner.
That's right.
For the main challenge.
Yes.
So round of applause to her.
Good
job, Violet.
But now this epic lip sync between Katya and Kennedy Davenport.
hot.
I thought Kennedy Davenport at the top of it, before they opened their mouths, I thought she's going home.
Really?
Because they had read her for the look.
Yeah.
And in my mind, it was like hooker, and I was like, oh yeah, they're gonna send her home. I thought, how shocking, that'll be like stirring the pot. And then
Yeah.
once it began, I was like, oh no, she's gonna stay.
Yeah.
She starts that two-step in, and it's
Uh-huh.
Well, in my mind, I was like, Kennedy Davenport is a dancer. How is she gonna dance to Roar? and she figured it out.
Yeah.
You get a couple of splits in there,
Yeah.
you are good. And that second
Jump
one
off the stage.
that was from off the stage,
First time in 7 seasons.
she was giving Air Kennedy during that jump.
It was insane.
It
Yeah.
was, and Katya said, "Oh no, bitch!"
I'm
And
gonna give you a
she-
cartwheel.
Yeah.
She did a cartwheel into a split. Sometimes, look,
There's a
desperate
lot of
times calls for
clenching
desperate
going on.
measures. Katya
Yeah.
was like, "I'm not going home."
I would be one of those queens that have to just take my clothes off. Can't do
Yeah.
that.
No.
What
No,
would you
don't
do?
take off
Do
your
that?
wig. You don't take off your
I
shoes.
agree with
and
that,
You don't take
but
off your clothes.
That's
Well, you know, when you're trying to give it and you reach those moments of like,
if it goes with it.
yeah,
If it goes with
that's
the
when
song,
you gotta
Yeah.
snatch off a wig
Yeah.
or just take stuff off because
But then
you
when
are
you
really
look
feeling
beat,
it.
So you need to go hooker.
sometimes
Yeah.
when they do that lip sync,
what I'm
they
saying?
look bad, you know, when they do all that stuff.
Defense of the
Yeah.
hookers.
Well,
Yeah.
I thought that Ru would keep both of them, but unfortunately,
I thought so, too.
I was like, okay, where's the episode where she keeps two?
Yeah.
I think.
But
I thought
apparently
it was
that's not
gonna
gonna
be
Well,
happen.
because she pulled that card when she brought all
Oh.
of them back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone came back at once, and it was like, no.
Well, see, I thought that would have been the perfect time to be like, just kidding, we're gonna start over.
Ooh.
Oh my goodness.
That would have been real cute.
Girl.
Yeah.
But
Could you imagine?
at the end of the day, unfortunately, Katya had to sashay away, and she was very jokingly throughout her whole thing,
It was
just saying the
hilarious.
most random things in Russian.
Which was hilarious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even though she's not Russian.
No, but the funniest thing to me is like she, is a sober girl who is in this like heightened emotional situation, and she talked about it so candidly on a lot of the Untucks. But I do feel like now that she's gone, like you have like the ferocious competitors.
Yeah.
Because Katya to me was like the lighthearted, kind of always making jokes.
Yeah.
So we'll see what's going to go
Yeah,
on
I'm
now.
excited for the
Be a little
next
rough.
challenges because they're just gonna keep adding and adding and adding. Like the Hello Kitty was 2,
Yeah.
but now it's gonna be 3, and it's like, oh, one more thing, and then one more
Yeah, now's
thing.
where all
They
the
gotta break
twists
'em.
start.
They
yeah.
bring
gotta
the
break
best
'em.
and hardest. The last 4 episodes
Yeah.
leading up to the reunion, they do the most, and it's
They
amazing.
always do the most. How did you guys feel about Pearl's backstory to her character of Pearl? That she had been drawing this character for
It made
a
her
while.
make sense to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I now have a complete understanding of like who Pearl is and what she stands for and how or why she is the way she is.
Yeah.
I now understand that because
I thought
she
those
was
drawings were
explaining it.
amazing too.
Yeah.
I was like
and
pretty
I was
impressed.
like, girl, you drew that
Yeah.
when you were 10?
Yeah.
That's wonderful. No matter, that's why she's so beat.
And see, she was meant to be a drag queen because she had it in her spirit.
Yeah.
And she didn't know about it. She drew about it.
Yeah.
And then she drew it on her face and she was like, oh, I'm complete now.
Exactly.
So good for you, Pearl.
Yeah.
Good for you. Good for you. Well, we have to take a quick commercial break, but we'll be right back with your fan comments and questions. There's more RuPaul's Drag Race After Show coming up.
This season of Hey Queen is going to be a ball, darling.
About to get my girls, cause you know we run the world. Sit down, welcome to my world, cause it's gonna be a twirl. On season 3 with Lady Red and Johnny. Do you want to vote for me? Let's cut for me, let's go. Hey Queen, do you wanna sit with me? Hey Queen, what you mean mugging me? Hey Queen, is it cause I'm fabulous? I'm sick and neat and I'm on fleek. Hey Queen, watch while I throw my hair. Hey Queen, do you see me standing there? Hey Queen, do you wanna go over there? Sick and neat and I'm on fleek. Hey Queen. Hey Queen. Hey Queen. I'm sick and neat and I'm on fleek. Now 1 to 1 to 1 1. Now 2 to 2 to 2 2. Now 3 to 3 to 3 3. And hold that fucking pose for me. Hey Queen.
This is the gayest fucking show of all time.
I know.
Oh, was that a read?
No, I just did it. So I'm just like,
Welcome back, everyone, to the RuPaul's Drag Race After Show right here on the stream.tv. Thank you so much for joining us. Make sure you subscribe so that you can find out all the wonderful recaps that we do right here at the stream.tv. We're going to take it over to the YouTubers and see what are the girls chatting about in there.
Well, there's a lot of Katya love going around.
Yes.
Samav McQueen says, Kennedy was Superwoman. However, I felt like it was a little bit all over the place.
What, her splits were all over the place? Because that's where she did
Everything
those.
was all over the place.
yeah, she was just. I think she just has so much energy, which is meant so it wasn't like necessarily focused, but she was showing what she could do.
Yeah.
You know, in
Yeah.
that moment.
Also, Jose Denad said, I think Ginger looked great and her BFF was on point.
The BFF thing was cute.
The
It was
move,
funny.
Yeah.
the cow.
Cow
like,
with
The
the
cow.
tag on
The
the
cow
ear.
was
Come
funny.
on.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
That was cute. All right, so on to Twitter. We have Rimco Stoudhouders, who said, it was sad to see Katya go, but I got yesterday's elimination. I also think Kennedy is ready to go next. I have my top 3 ready. Who do you guys think will be in the top 3?
I think it's gonna be Pearl, Ginger, and then the third spot, I don't know.
I think it's going to be Ginger, Pearl,
And Kennedy.
and Violet.
Oh. I feel like it's gonna be Ginger. I think it's gonna be Violet or Pearl. I feel like are gonna be put up to elimination together.
Oh.
I don't know why. I feel like that they're gonna have to lip sync together, and maybe that'll be the challenge. And she's like, just get in to stay. But I don't know.
I don't know. Who do you guys think?
I think Violet's going home next.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
has she lip synced yet?
Mm-mm.
No.
She hasn't lip synced yet?
Nope.
I thought so. Okay. Yeah.
And we don't know what her
Exactly.
skill set
I know
is
she's
in
an
this.
aerial.
Sure.
She's an aerial performer. I don't know how she performs on the ground.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
That
was
was a big
saying,
difference.
like a
from the
bitch is
ceiling.
fierce when she like opens up this she opens up her like little cocoon in the air and like does all the things.
Well, guess what she's
but-
going to do? She's going to figure out how to do that cocoon on the ground.
bitch.
I'm just saying, ropes
Yeah.
are gonna fly from the ceiling. Over
Right,
the room.
right out of nowhere, her sheets fall down and she's gonna climb them.
And
do all the
Anastasia, who's in
things.
your top
I
3?
kind of concur with you. Yeah, I feel like Ginge, Violet, and Pearl.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe Pearl.
Maybe
Pearl
Pearl.
to me is like this year's Adore Delano, like the
Yeah.
underdog, the young one, a little aloof, maybe his little chip on his shoulder. I don't know.
Yeah, that like talks a bunch of shit, but
Yeah.
like doesn't really talk a lot of shit.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it's yeah.
So, speaking of Violet, at C. Ramy says, okay, it's official. This season is Violet to lose. I
Ooh.
can't see anyone else win. Katya should have stayed. Well, okay,
Oh.
for
Well,
saying that.
yeah.
You tell us how you really feel.
Okay.
But I think Violet is doing very well in
She
this
is. She's
competition.
super beat.
And
She's
she's
really
not the bitch that we thought she was going to be.
Right.
Like,
Right.
I think she came with the skill set of being America's Next Drag Superstar.
I don't think I could do a comp. I watched Untucked this morning. I'm still on the Untucked.
Yeah, you are.
But they were talking about how like they hate it as queens when they watch the show. How the girls are like, "This is so hard. I just missed my," and then literally all of them are like, "But it is."
It
like
is.
apparently just being deprived of your support group, your cell phone, all the things you think that connect you to life,
Yeah.
and you don't get any of
No
it.
cell phone?
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
if
no,
you-
they have
if
to be
you-
completely disconnected.
They
yeah.
call you like, depending on where you live in the country and what
Yeah.
access you have to certain things,
Yeah.
they call you up to 2 weeks prior to going on the show. So
You better give us tidbits.
if
Yeah.
you know you're gonna go on the show, like, take that shit away from yourself.
yeah, we
Get off your
messed
cell
up.
phone. Don't go out. Get your life together because you about to go do the damn thing.
Yeah.
And get used to that. Like, stop drinking. Stop, if you do drugs, quit doing drugs because you don't get any of those things. Get used to locking yourself in a room. You are locked in your room or you're on set. You're on
Yeah.
set or you're in a
That's
hotel
actually
room.
great advice because I think that's the one thing that the girls are like.
Because
so
they say you
shocked
can't
of-
prepare
Yeah.
yourself for it, but you really can. You can prepare yourself for anything with enough practice. If you
Yeah.
are working as a drag queen or an actor or whatever, be on set for 16 hours at a time, in heels, in drag, working, doing nothing, and then shooting at the very last minute.
Yeah.
You can prepare yourself for that.
Yeah.
So
Well,
it's like,
I can tell you this: Drag Race does prepare the girls to be disconnected because sometimes it's very hard to get them to reply to an email or a text. So, and yes,
Wait, was that a
that
read?
was a read.
it is a super read because I agree with all of that. It's like, bitch, you can't text me back.
I concur with you so much because like I feel like if you're
concurring
gonna
a lot today.
I know, I
She is.
concur.
She's feeling
That's the word of the day,
I
y'all.
concur. I learned a new word, you guys. But like, if you're gonna be on a show, or even if there's a possibility
Yeah.
of being on a show like this, you need to put yourself through boot camp.
Yeah.
Make your own boot camp.
Someone should invent a drag boot camp.
Do
Girl,
it.
I'm going to do it.
Actually,
Do
people
it.
would really subscribe to that.
They would.
I think well, that's probably next. I said next.
Oh, no,
First is
RuPaul's
Drag
Boot
Race
Camp.
Airlines.
yeah, and then a boot
You know
camp.
that's coming because they got Hooters right now. They
Yeah,
got Hooter
there's
Airways.
gonna be
They
a
have
drag-
Hooters,
yeah.
Hello Kitty, and Star Wars.
They
Next
have
is
a
Ru.
they have
Yeah.
a male Hooters now.
What?
Oh yeah,
Do they?
Peckers. Yeah, no, it's called Peckers.
Yeah.
And the guys walk
lit up?
around in like man thongs.
Yeah,
What?
The only one they're opening is in Dallas.
and people are like,
And where does it fly
so
to?
upset. So
No.
upset.
A
It's a
restaurant.
There's a restaurant.
It's
Oh.
a male version of Hooters. So instead of the girls walking around with their titties out, the boys walk around with their junk out.
For those of
Wow.
you who live in the Dallas area, Jay Rodriguez will be visiting you very soon.
I'd like
So
to
welcome him with
host
open
some-
arms.
Y'all have karaoke that I'll host.
You got karaoke.
And we have
Send pics.
we have our last Twitter comment, which comes from @ActuallyEmerson, who says, "No shade, but didn't they make it a rule several seasons ago that you couldn't get off the stage during the lip sync?"
Oh.
No, they didn't. That's not a thing.
No.
Person that thinks they work at RuPaul's Drag Race, you're wrong. I'm sorry.
So was it?
Kind of looks
no,
like
no,
an
no.
old,
It was a
like
no
an older Zac
contact
Efron.
thing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It was a rule to not touch. It's not a contact
Oh.
sport.
It's not a
that
contact
was the rule.
sport.
Don't get off the stage. Pick a bitch up over your head and try and spin her
Spin
around.
her around.
That
was
Exactly.
the
yes.
rule.
Yes. Meet me in
That
person.
I would have
India
been
Farah.
paralyzed. Like I would have come off of that spin and been like,
What just happened?
yeah.
Well,
But-
that's what she looked like when she was done. She was like,
Right. But listen, you got to do what you got to do. If you got to get up in the judges' faces, then you got to tip down them steps and be like, "I'm here."
Yeah.
well, that's why there's stairs there. I mean,
Yeah. True. True.
Work the
Oh,
stairs.
I wanted to mention this really quick. I'm really jealous that Hello Kitty got to walk down the main stage.
Okay.
That was
she
amazing.
got to stand in there,
She had a
too.
decent walk because it was
Yes, she
Rue was
did.
getting her life.
You know why? Because it was Shangela.
Great job, Shangela.
Yeah.
That's
Hello
enough.
Kitty
we
was.
know it was you, girl.
Yeah. Well, that has been your RuPaul's Drag Race after show right here on the stream.tv. Thank you so much for tuning in, and make sure you let us know your thoughts about the episodes using the hashtag RDR7AS. We will see you next week for another Dragalicious episode of RuPaul's Drag Race. Until then, ta-tas for now.
Bye.
You got that? For more RuPaul's Drag Race Season 7 after show, make sure you subscribe to thestream.tv.